Lovely Laveau and fam are something else.
Yes, we is. Yes, we is. It's been a week. No, it's the other show. No, that's the other show. It's welcome to something else. I am brother fam, IlFam79, if you will. But you already knew that. More importantly, my tag team partner.
Once again, it's your girl Lovely Laveau. It's the black brew with the big blue hair. And today, listen, I know I've said this before that it's my favorite episode. Bear with me, people. This is probably going to be my favorite episode of all time. We have the beautiful, the talented, the buff. We have Sir Wilkins in the building. Sir, how are you?
What's up, gorgeous? Hi, fam.
Yeah, this episode gonna get on my nerves. I see it already.
It's going how it should.
Yeah. Hey, if I disappear in the back, it's because I had to go to the bathroom. All right, keep going.
How are you, sir?
I am doing well. It's all is well with me, so I hope all is well with you guys.
Of course.
How he said it.
He did. He said it's on the shirt.
No, but your finger ain't going to the goddamn
I'm pulling
word.
it. I'm pulling it up.
Pulling it. You look at my titty. Like
I'm moving it out the way. Sorry.
Keep going. Hold on. Keep going.
Oh. And of course, if you can't tell, Wilkins is always busy.
Yes.
In real time. This is
so Shorty is pure energy. I just saw Brother Wilkins very recently. Recently.
I job right now, and I'm actually managing some of the team. So go ahead, guys.
So I just saw Brother Wilkins very recently on a trip to New York. Had a great time. I didn't share any Crown Royal with him, but the rest of the audience definitely got a little bit of, you know what I'm saying? I was out here with the boy. That's what I do. That's why the bottle be this big. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta carry it with you?
Nah, well, I gotta carry it with me. But also, I'm not stingy. If you see me, and this is for everybody, if you see me out and about and I have my great bag and you need a shot to get you over in life, to just get you through the next like 5-10 minutes, the great bag. I got you.
Thank you.
What I mean? So I didn't get, you was doing something else. So you didn't get a chance to enjoy any of the free libations that I was spreading at the event, man.
Pause.
But whole time. It's spreading libations?
It's spreading. It was just go ahead. It was
spread for me. I can't wait. That's my joint.
Okay. Continue.
I'm sorry.
We have a guest.
We do. We sort of though, right? Like
he's still a guest in our home. Wilkins, do you feel like a guest?
No, not really. I kind of know you guys for long enough now, and I think I know you relatively well. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Wilkins has seen one of us naked.
I think
my bad, son.
What the fuck? Now, what the hell? Like,
I'm sorry, these jokes. I got what?
Continue. I don't know the last time.
So, how did you guys come together, first of all?
Why is everybody asking us questions? This is our show. We're supposed to ask you questions.
But you didn't start asking questions yet. So
I did, but he started talking about you seeing me nude, and we just got off track. He was...
For the people who are watching, me and Lovely had a passionate past relationship.
Yes, we did.
You didn't know it was this kind of show?
You haven't watched the show?
I knew, but I thought this would have been different with me on here. But it's a whole lot worse. But
it's better. I ain't said nothing. It's all him.
It's only been like 4 minutes.
Anyway, yes, we had a very passionate relationship. We are still good friends. So for all of you who like to send me messages about us getting back together, please shut up. Let us be happy where we are. Thank you. but I would love to see him naked again. Yeah, so Fam was saying before he was so really interrupted, you recently had your first match. How was that?
It was a mix of emotion with the whole thing. Cause it's like this. I was telling actually like Simon's documentary people. You know the first time that you picture yourself having sex? Since we're on that type of show. Remember that first time you thought you're gonna have sex? You're like, yo, it's gonna be just like the porn movie. Just like Wesley Pipes or Brian Pumper. That's the whole thing you were gonna do. When the scene of Wesley Pipes like smashing like Cherokee the ass. I'm going classic golden age black porn right now. There's a black
early DVD.
So you have that vision in your head, and you're like, "Fuck, this is exactly how it's gonna happen." But it happens like a real first time, which is like 5 seconds of not good. But that was one part. But the other part was, and this is something I told my friends, and I told like my mom and stuff. It was like, you don't understand how far you've come, especially in this content game. Like, we all create content, we all have our followers, we all have our audience, but sometimes you never fully understand how, yeah, we can curse on how niggas fuck with you.
Yeah.
Or fuck with what you do. And you know how this content game, it's all about numbers.
Mm-hmm.
We always talk about numbers. We always want to have like 1 million followers, a billion streams, 1 billion views. All this, we want to have these large like numbers because it's money. That's ad money.
Right.
And it took me like about last year. I was like, I read something and it always stuck with me. If you have 100 people who follow you and fuck with you, that's a lot of people.
It is.
Even if it's 25 people, that's a lot of people. And to piggyback on that, I read another quote. It said, if you walk down the street and 20 people said they liked your outfit, 20 people said they liked the outfit, you're like, yo, this is a great day. So why are you mad when only 20 people like your picture on Instagram, or 20 people like retweet what you have? You know what I mean? Because we get so caught up with the numbers, especially us as content creators. But I think to go back to that actual day in the moment, it was like, yo, there's a room full of people that are all like, fucks with me.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of how this match goes, majority of these people came for me. Like, I'm talking about, I have friends and family who don't even like wrestling. You had people like chanting, saying all is well. You were there, fam. So you saw it. And they were chanting my name and everything, and it felt like amazing. You know when Edge came out for the Royal Rumble, he almost had a tear in his eye? I almost had a tear in my eye.
They almost got
3 times I almost cried up there. And it's like, yo, what is going on here? And I like, even though we're like mortal enemies in the kayfabe world, Simon was like, yo, because we were going over stuff, and Simon was telling me, he was like, yo, this is your house. They're gonna be all for you. And I was like, nah, they might be like 50-50, 25-75. He was like, no, they're all for you. I was like, nah, I don't think so. But when he came out, he started smiling at me. If you watch the video back, he's like, yo, he looked at me, he's like, I told you. This is you right here. And it was those emotions, like those mixed emotions that I had the entire time. And it's a blessing, like, and it goes back to me talking about this content creating stuff. Is like, we don't understand how blessed we are. Mm. The fact that every day, every week, or every once a month we put out stuff and people listen to it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know why, but here we are.
Yeah, like people listen to, like, there was people I've never met in my life where they was like, yo, I had to come out for you. I was like, who are you? But thank you, my nigga. And you know, you get it, fam. Lovely, you get it as well. Where we're at a wrestling event, somebody's like, yo, I like what you're doing. Thank you so much. Blah, blah, blah. there was this dude with a shorty. It was a very awkward situation. I don't know if they be swinging and stuff, but good looking couple, you know, whatever. He's like, yo, my shorty's talking about how you have a fat ass. And I was like, this is mad awkward. But yo, good looks, sweetheart, and good looks, my dude. And I gave him that, but I left it alone. But once again, it's going back to the conversation. It's awesome.
I'm sorry, hold on. We can't breeze past that. I'm sorry.
Hey, yo, son. Hey, yo, on everything. Hey, yo, on my mother, yo.
Ass is fat.
He said it real hood, like, yo, he gave me that. He was like, yo, she talking about your ass being fat. She's like, yeah, your ass is fat. And I was like, I bet. Cool. Thanks for the love. But I never met him a day in my life, and I was like, whatever, thank you. But it's once again, it's we don't fully understand what we do and who we touch. Pause. Yeah. Throughout our process of it. Like, and we all get those moments. You get those moments, fam. Love you. I know you, because when we were together, you had those moments where it's like, they ain't fucking with my shit. They ain't fucking with my shit.
Y'all niggas ain't got love for Snoop Dogg.
Like,
that was me.
It'd be like, you put something out, you're like, yo, this shit gonna hit. It doesn't even matter, like a shirt, a bracelet, an episode. You ever done an episode? You're like, yo, this shit fire. This shit gonna be banger. That's gonna get us out of here. And it's like, Pops. Nah. So y'all really not fucking with this? What do you mean? Not fucking? Let me repost this again. Let me repost this.
Hit it again.
You're not gonna see this shit.
But you know, it's a good thing. You know, since we were here with we had a relationship thing. Knowing how hard you work, knowing how much you dedicate 100%, 1000% to everything that you do, and for you to finally get that gratification of you seeing in real time, like I told you, that people rock with you no matter what it looks like. I hate that I wasn't there. Shout out to Carla. It was her birthday. But I'm glad.
Stop calling that woman Carla.
Mind your business.
Stop calling that woman.
Mind your business. I'm glad that you were able to feel that in that moment, watching you, you know, I was watching on FaceTime. I couldn't be there physically, but to see you live your dream was beautiful. And I'm glad you were able to experience that, and people got to experience that with you.
Yeah, it was good. And my mama never comes out to anything. I don't know. My mama doesn't do nothing. My mama doesn't leave the house if it's not to her job, if it's not to the market. My sister, and the thing we all drove together to go to the event.
Oh, that's dope.
So, and I think my mom recorded it, and she's been watching like 20 times a day. I was like, this, and in the back of my head, I was like, this shit whack. Mom, and she just like, nah, this shit good.
This was the energy. You could feel the energy, man. It was. I wasn't even there.
I was on the edge of my seat. I was like, what are you talking about? But it's one of those things where you take the good, take the bad, take the ugly, take the disgusting, take the delicious, and you just all mix it in a nice gumbo and you enjoy it. And it's one of those moments in my life where I can be like, yo, thank you, God, for this. Like, thank you. And because when I got into potting, it was just like doing the wrestling stuff. The main thing was to understand wrestlers. It really wasn't to get into try to have my own match or anything. It was, I had talked shit. I was like, I'm gonna do it, have one match and get out of here. But it was to understand what these wrestlers go through on a daily basis, 365 out the year. Because trust me, it is stressful as hell, and understand what they put their bodies through. Like you know what I mean? Like some of the best analysts in like sports are usually people who played the sport.
Yeah.
Outside of my man Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith, those are legends. I had them both, pictures of them hung up in my house. Like, yo, hopefully we do some wrestling.
Of course, I got that.
Of course,
I've got that. Of course. So really being in the building, seeing the love, it was really, really dope. What, like, because you a working out nigga, you know what I'm saying? That's what you do. That's what you're known for. You know what I'm saying? What's different? Like, what physically didn't.
Oh my nigga, I
weren't
was
you
packed.
prepared?
I was gassed, my nigga. I was gassed for 4 minutes into that shit. Me and Simon were both gassed, my nigga. It's a different type of cardio. It is a different type of feel. I was just like, I held him. I had the wrong hold on him, and he was like, yo. He's like, you too tight. You too tight. I was like, yo, shut the fuck up. I am tired. And he was like, yo, you're too tight. I was like, my bad. I'm sorry. Because I was gassed. So to answer the question, it's a completely type of conditioning. Like when Ric Flair almost died in the ring, like was it like 3 months ago? Like
yeah.
Was it in WrestleMania weekend? Was it?
Nah. We talking about his last match?
His last.
It was it SummerSlam weekend? It was
yeah,
that weekend.
It was right around the
Yeah. Okay. So when he almost died, because he be acting like he didn't, it's legit. Because the type of conditioning you have to be in to consistently put on a match, like and make it look a certain type of way, is ridiculous. Like you can run on the treadmill for 3 hours every day. You'll be conditioned, but you won't be in ring condition. Because you have to understand is that you're stopping moving, and then you're picking somebody up. You know what I mean? Do you understand where I'm going with this? It's that process is a lot more taxing than just straight running.
Yeah. So no matter how good a shape you in, that's a completely different.
Yeah, completely different. And our bodies. So I'm in fitness. My shoe job. I'm a trainer. So our bodies have to get used to things. Like, you know what I mean? You have to get used to doing something in order to get better at it. Mm-hmm. That's why they always say practice makes perfect. So being in ring shape is you have to be in a ring consistently doing that. And even if you are in the ring consistently doing that, you still got it's a time thing. It takes time to do it. And the more muscular you are, the more winded you're going to become because it takes more oxygen to get into those muscles.
So you just up there, you just up there big as hell. You up there big as hell, tired as a motherfucker, just big for no reason.
Like what's his name? Brian Cage, his big ass. I still don't understand how he be moving like that.
Hey,
like you know what I mean? Like look at Triple H matches. They were so methodical. Mm-hmm. He knew I'm big as shit. We ain't doing nothing extra. You get down here real quick. We're gonna do this quick hold because I'm tired. But he's conditioned and stuff like. Did they do the Iron Man? No, the Iron Man match between MJF.
He's talking about wrestling.
Yeah,
he is.
He is really talking about wrestling.
But no. But
I mean,
it's part of the
story. It worked. Yes, it goes into the question.
But like
he can do whatever he wants.
But that's why I'm interested in seeing how MJF does with against Bryan Danielson in that Iron Man match. Because I got gas at like 5 minutes. Now imagine an hour.
Hey, and the thing is, and I'm not gonna do this. I shouldn't be, but he's been wrestling at the same clip as you, like one match every like 20 some odd years.
Please.
So
but no,
what do you do after an experience like that? Like what is the come back down to reality after that match? You know what I'm saying? What's you're doing? You're out here doing stuff you dreamed about as a kid. You know what I mean? And then you got to come and put your jeans back on. You know what I'm saying? And what are you doing the rest of that day?
What I'm about to tell you is the most psychotic shit I'm about to tell you. This is gonna sound really fucked up, and this is why a brother's in therapy. Okay. Childhood trauma plays a huge factor, and having Haitian parents plays a huge factor.
We're not gonna blame Haitian.
Yes, we are.
Stuff like that. So I get off that high as I look at the negatives to even me out. Because as soon as I walked out, I said, Simon, we need to talk. Because this shit wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Come here.
Wow.
And then shout outs to Nick Shin, shout outs to Yeah. They were super honest because they're wrestlers.
Mhm.
So they're gonna break down exactly what was wrong and what went wrong. And that's how I came off whatever high I was on back to reality. Sad part about it, you can't enjoy it at that point.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the therapy comes in, guys.
Thank you. I'm glad that you.
That's where the therapy comes in. But that's how I come off. But then it's also, what's the next thing? Because I used to powerlift.
Mm-hmm.
So powerlifting is you work up. It's just like preparing for your first match. You train 6 months, whatever, 8 months, whatever your time frame you're training, and then you have your meet. And then it is known that you're going to be depressed after your meet, aka your competition, because like you just mentioned, you had that high, you worked up to this, and now it's gone. One of the sweetest things in life is anticipation.
Yeah.
Everything is built off. It is crazy. Everything is built off anticipation. The fact when your show is about to drop, you have that anticipation factor that comes on. You start promoting it. You had a great guest the other week. I can't know if I can talk about him, but you started talking about Mark Henry being on. Anticipation. The first time you're about to have sex with somebody. Like me and Lovely didn't have sex until like 4 months, 3 months. That was some wild anticipation for the first time us fucking.
Wilkins, have you ever talked about yourself doing it on a podcast before?
Myself, what?
Doing it, having sex.
Of course, well, here and there, yes.
Yeah, he has. Yes. There's a very disgusting show. I don't know if he still does it. It was a very disgusting show that he used to do. We used to talk about his exploits. And I thought one time I was gonna have to kill him.
Oh man, did he say your name?
No, it wasn't even about me. That's what made me mad. I'll never forget that fucking episode. It's about this little Hispanic bitch. I don't know her name. If she's watching, go to hell. I'll never forget it.
What did you say?
The bitch, I'll tell you, fuck him.
Ha!
He was talking about the goddamn meal that she cooked for him and the little sazon package that she put in the little food. I threw every
did she make the yellow rice with the peas in it?
Don't you fucking get excited.
Did she make the yellow rice?
Don't do that.
Did she?
I threw away every package of sazon I had in the goddamn cupboard.
You was mad the week after that. Keep going on.
Yeah, I was fuck him. So yeah.
So, but that's anticipation. So it's like we work up to that, and sometimes it hits, but it's never the same thing as what you anticipated for, because it's just how it is. And when I had meets, it was like I was always looking forward to the next thing. Like there's stuff already that we and Joakim have planned out already. So okay, let's work towards this. I already have other projects I'm working on. Okay, I'm working towards this, which is a gift and a curse to me because I always continue staying busy. And sometimes, once again, therapy, guys, therapy. Black men going to therapy. It's not fully enjoying the moment.
Mm-hmm. So
which is the curse behind it.
So what do you do to, like, do you actually take time, like schedule time for you to just breathe? Do you schedule time to just relax ever?
Yeah. Now, so I'm gonna tell you what happened, guys. So I was at work, and I'm an assistant manager at my job, whatever. And we had this new trainer, and he's an older cat, training for like 30 years. And I'm helping him out to learn the system and everything. I'm training him, and then he's like, "You work a lot." I said, "Nigga, I like money, and I'm Haitian." and then I was like, "One day I want to start a family. I'm trying to save up for that." But anyways, and then he was just like, "Yo, you got to be careful." And this is how you know something, but you don't particularly like follow what you know. You know to do better, but you're not doing better. So, and it's funny what scares us men. If it's money and our dick, those are two things that scare us.
It's like I can't relate to that.
So if something goes wrong with our money, if something goes
Okay,
wrong with our
okay. I'm not scared of my ding-a-ling at all.
but
We
if something goes
like, you know
wrong
what I mean?
with those two things, you start
Okay,
freaking
yeah.
out.
Fair enough.
So he was like, yo, because he used to do crazy hours, like 15, 16-hour work days, whatever. Because the training life is like, it's a different type of lifestyle.
Yeah.
So it's like borderline being a wrestler at times. Because you have such long hours, different weird sleep schedules, all this other thing. But to get to the point, he was like, he felt weird one day and he went to the doctor. And his testosterone level was in the dumps.
Damn.
Because he wasn't getting enough sleep. And I said, oh, you got my attention. Because I like lifting shit. So I'm going to go make sure. And then, so I've been very adamant about like, yo, 9 p.m., I'm in bed. I'll take like every 15 days, I'll take a day off just to chill and not do anything. So I'm getting better at that.
Good.
But to go back to like enjoying that moment that I had, I did it in spurts. I did it in like, I thought about it, posted some videos about it. I saw people reposting it, people texting me. That's how I was enjoying it personally. It was like, yo, thank you so much. Because once again, it goes back to that early conversation we had about content creating. Y'all don't have to repost this shit.
Yeah, correct.
We forget that these people don't have to buy our merch, don't have to listen to our stuff, don't have to watch anything that we do, don't even have to say fucking hello to us.
Facts.
When they see us. And I think we always go more towards the hate side because I do it. That shit motivates me. It's like Kobe. It's like fucking, so you bumped into me. Now I hate you.
This is
So
ridiculous.
this motivates me. And like I don't know why like hate gets so much amplified when we see shit.
Yeah. Because
Like,
it's easy. It's easy to hate things.
So easy to like for it to seep into like our like mind.
Yeah.
It'd be like 15 good comments like, yo, you this is awesome, this is awesome. And now one motherfucker.
That one.
And sometimes the comment may not even be that crazy.
You just felt the way about it. I ain't like the way you typed
about it. Or there's sometimes I ain't gonna lie, I've said some stuff and I've been cursed out before.
So what's the I guess because you're a exuberant and boisterous fellow, right? That can rub folks the wrong way. Your energy is
they don't give a damn about anything.
is required apparently.
That's his big
nigga
buff.
That's the nigga on soul food.
I'm at work.
He gonna be in the next Tyler Perry movie.
And then it came back. He said, "Listen. I told her last time. I said, look, you said he like look.
Titus O'Neil.
Put her name in it.
That's Titus O'Neil. I was just like, yo, this the joint I had. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You see
all right,
this?
brother. Peace.
Hey,
God bless you. What does he
pay
do?
my bill.
Do you think?
Okay. Anyway, so you said what, my voice and stuff of that.
You're very boisterous. You are not a shy guy, and you're not shy with your opinions. What are some of the like more negative things that you that have struck you from folks online? Because online can be a very mean place.
Very.
So you know what it is for me? I just post it and then walk away from it.
Let it go.
It is what it is. Now, people may not know it, but I am careful about certain things I say because, and besides the Somethin thing, I do understand you never want to come at somebody like when it comes to personal shit. Because everything I'm talking about is your in-ring stuff, your promo, what you do on TV. So I'm never gonna shit on you. Only person I kind of went hard with was a certain somebody who didn't want to be on the list. I thought he was a whole ass bitch for that. That's a different conversation. But majority of the time I try not to do that because there's no need for that. And the harvest stuff is my opinion. Like we act like wrestling is like it's things that are set in stone. It's like, bro, this is like watching theater at its finest. It's combat theater we're watching. And to be honest, we all have different opinions about certain things. And sometimes your predictions be 100% right. Maybe they're not be, but we're talking about something that is scripted and that's borderline in art form, even though it hurts. Does not take away the athletic part because it hurts. Trust me. I know. I fell on my ass like 3 times. Faye came up to me and was like, yo, keep bumping on your ass, dog. You're going to have a no tail. But that's a different point. But it's those.
You got way less cushion. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Him and Faye, they cushion twins at this point.
You know what? I probably didn't examine one and see the other. You know what? Don't even worry about it.
All right, God bless. I've seen them both.
Keep going on. Keep going on.
It's that thing where I was like, yo, bro, I put this out. Sometimes I've been destroyed. Especially my AEW takes and stuff but people take, oh, you're just a droid for the WWE. No, I like AEW a lot because a lot of the homies be on this show. I fuck with, but I want better for them. Most of my stuff is I want better for them. But also, what plays a factor is that I'm also loud, I'm Haitian, and I'm from New York, and I'm not aggressive. So I just
stop. All that's just New York. You don't know. I know plenty of cool Haitian, calm, collected folks.
How many calm Haitians do you know?
I mean, depending.
How many Haitians do you know?
7.
How many of them are on this screen?
2 of them.
How many do you work with?
None of them.
Me.
That's not work.
This is work. I could be asleep.
Fair enough.
So, I mean, he has a point though with him being from New York, being Haitian, being dark skinned, and then being muscular. Automatically, no matter how big he smiles, no matter how pearly the teeth are, there's a level of aggression that people automatically are going to label to him no matter what he says. So you could really do something nice, but how the delivery and how the package is going to determine how people take it. So I get what he's saying.
95% of that is New York. 95.
But then also, people don't really say too much to me either because they really can't come at me. Like, I get pussy and I have a job outside of this.
How much pussy you getting?
Relax. I'm just talking about in general. It's like, chill, ma.
See, New York. Let me smell your fingers. Look, let me confer with my compadre here.
Let me talk to Titus O'Neil real quick. How much pussy do I get?
You like, how much should I tell her? If I tell her the real, yeah, nah, it doesn't matter if she can fight because she's nuts, right? But if I tell her the real number, how much I'm gonna divide by 3?
Do you think she will come up here and kill me?
But then we have but then it's also, and this is something I do believe. Maybe if I was another complexion, maybe this shit would get me a whole lot further.
You know what?
Yeah, if I was a palm-colored person.
There it is.
But
Wilkins.
But then I also don't want to use that as a crutch because I've had phenomenal opportunities because it's different from the usual. We all have actually.
Yeah.
For what we've done. And does it rub people the wrong way? Yeah, but bro, like I said, this is an opinion-based shit. And sometimes I'll be way off and I don't be caring.
That's the thing. When you're somebody who don't give a damn about what they're talking about, it makes it matter anyway. So
like the last episode, I compared Cody to Lil Wayne's career.
Yeah, you was tripping.
Yeah, he was wild.
Nah, that shit was right. But I'm gonna stand on that shit. Mixtape Cody.
You're wilding.
He was on the Indies rocking it, bro.
Mixtape Cody is funny. Mixtape Cody is the name of the episode.
Is it? Or can we make it? How much pussy are you getting?
We're not going back to that.
Yes, we are. That's my. I thought that's our shit.
I mean, but why we gotta?
You wanted me to be myself?
No, I do, but I don't want to know. Like,
okay, you know what you normally do? How much pussy are you getting? And
Absolutely.
would you like some more? Don't worry, I'll wait.
Yes, Kanisha.
Wow. All right, you come back, fam. It's okay. I don't know why you thought this was going to go any other way than this. I let you be inspirational this entire show. I deserve one.
Yo, where is fam?
Oh, what is going? Why are you scared? Why are you scared?
You've done this to other people. I understand this.
No. It's different with you. Those are jokes. I am serious.
All right.
One more time.
Please, fam, get back here. Get back in here.
Yo, this nigga was sweating. I know.
I told him I would give him an amazing Yelp review. I am not going to stand in the way of pussy participants unless I know him. Then I got to kick your ass. But other than that, get your rocks off. He's a fun time. You'll have a ball. I love you.
Love you too.
Don't act like this, because he told me to be like this, and I said I wasn't going to do it.
No, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. It's, nipples is hard, so it's all good.
I still got it.
Hey, yo.
Go ahead.
This is a weird segue. One of my favorite people on earth is your brother.
Mm-hmm.
The amazing way he took what he was doing very seriously. Saturday and every time I've seen him put them stripes on, but we spent time, like we hung out one time, like not, it was a bunch of us. We was in DC at a brunch, and the food was good, right?
Yeah.
But the way he told me that the food was good is that I ain't gonna say the exact verbiage that he used. I will say he said something. He was aroused. The food was so good.
Oh, he said my dick was hard.
That's exactly what he said.
Yeah, he says that a lot when he's happy about something.
Jeez.
I heard him say that quite a few times.
What kind of food was this?
That was an amazing food. It was breakfast food.
You know what's crazy? As much as this podcast has the Job and Tears podcast has given me a lot of opportunities over the past couple years. A part of me was to make sure they were good. Mm-hmm. And when I say they, I mean Janelle and my brother. Because I always believe, like, if you're gonna do something, everybody should eat. Everybody should get opportunities. If I'm over here doing this, you should be doing this. And I think past 2 years, it took them to find where their footing was. Like Janelle now being a part owner, my brother being a referee. That's what I'm more proud of.
Mm-hmm. The
fact that all three of us are thoroughly involved within the community in a different type of way. And it's beautiful. And seeing him enjoy this and having his own community of people that fuck with him and look up to him, and having his own fan base within the ecosystem we call Jobbers Nation, it's a beautiful thing, and I wouldn't be here without them, obviously, but it's what makes me the happiest when I see that they're doing their own thing within this community.
Yeah. Well, with Jobbers, you not only with Janelle and Mr. Black, there's so many people that are connected to Jobbers that we are now seeing spread their wings. You know what I mean? You're seeing Yaya out here more with Jobbers South. You're seeing Stephanie, she's doing her thing. Like everyone who's connected to you some kind of way ends up getting inspired by you some kind of way to start doing something, me included. I never wanted to do any kind of content at all, but seeing how hard you work and seeing how hard you go with the things that you do and how dedicated you are with everything that you touch, it made me want to say, okay, you know, you have these talents, do something with it. So I called Cal the Russell Simmons of wrestling. What would be the moniker for Wilkins? Because he's up there. If not Russell Simmons, I want to call him the P. Diddy.
I don't know. It's not something I need to. It doesn't really. I don't know per se,
Mhm.
but the whole thing, my whole thing was we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this. Like, I already knew this was gonna, like, a lot of stuff that we're doing right now was gonna happen. It was gonna take time and whatever for us to do this, and it's just, I don't know. I looked at how Rockefeller did things, and how they're doing the Rock Nation stuff. That's something that we would want to do in the future, like something for wrestlers. Having that, me and can't say your name. Lovely.
You can.
Me and Kenisa have spoken about it before. Is that having developing wrestlers?
I just be calling a nigga, so it's cool.
So there's developing wrestlers in their brands and getting them out there and stuff of that nature. So it's something of that type of thing. I mean, we have jackets, so it's like it's like a Rockefeller shit. Like you join, you get a jacket, but instead of getting a chain. But you know, it's this whole thing is about giving people that look like us a voice in this whole shit. Because I feel like when we first started, it wasn't too many black podcasts that talked about wrestling. And I remember when I was still signed to Complex, we did this show with Will Washington from Rhapsody. And
Close enough.
Great dude, super fucking talented. He's been doing this shit, what is it, like almost 2 decades type of shit.
Yeah.
So he said something and it really stuck out to me because I don't know homeboy. I know him through the internet. See each other time, and the New Yorker in me be like, I don't know you, my nigga. I ain't really fucking with you like that. I'm gonna give you dap, and I'm like, all right, we good. And so I get to talk to you, get to feel your energy. Then I can figure something out. So I remember he comes on the show and he's speaking to us, and he said something that was like, it blew my mind because I didn't expect him to say this comment. He was like, I had a podcast. I didn't want to be the face of the podcast because I was black.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand it. You know what I mean? Like it didn't. Like I was like, what do you mean? Mind you, I'm going through all this emotion as we're doing a full interview.
Yeah.
Like, shout out to Alice, Queen of the Ring. She's talking to him, and I'm just on the other end. I'm like, what the fuck does motherfucker mean? You don't want to put your face because you. Then I was like, holy shit. The time you came out was there was nobody like you. Nobody that looked like you. Nobody that understood what you do. Now, you fast forward to when we started. I think I had to do the viewing because I do viewing parties in New York City, and we kept doing viewing parties. I had an old business partner, and a lot of times it was black and brown people at the parties. And I remember I pointed out to my business. I was like, "Yo, there's a lot of us that do this, that watch this, but nobody really gives them a place for it."
Yeah.
Our people is a niche within a niche.
Yeah. Facts.
And I remember when we started the podcast, I was like, oh, we're going to talk about being black. Fuck this shit. We ain't going to get signed by nobody. We're going to say nigga every time. We're going to talk about being black. Fuck this shit. and it was like the greatest thing in the world. And I remember people was like, oh my God, I didn't know black people like wrestling. I was like, what?
We out here.
We out here.
We are out here.
And I go back to Will, and I was like, yo, because I always playing in my head, and I was like, yo, this is the truth. Like, so long ago when he started 20 years ago, it's hard because we know marketing. All three of us know about marketing, representation, but also what people like gravitate towards.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to fuck with the masses, sometimes you have to look like the masses. The masses don't look like us.
Right.
So when Will said that, and shout outs to Will for being so transparent in that moment with us, because he didn't have to be. And I have like newfound respect for him. Like I always respected him, but I have a newfound respect for him coming out and just being himself and putting his face out there.
Yeah.
So, but to go back to the stuff that we do, and I was just like, yo, we're just gonna be us. We'll fucking do our thing, and we're gonna do our thing. And it kept growing, and I remember we do the viewing parties every year. I think I'm on 11 years at this point. And this dude came down and said, he's like, yo, this is the Wakanda for wrestling fans. I said, what? He said, I've never seen so many black wrestling fans in one place.
I'm not gonna lie. We came down them steps at Legends. I never felt like I always, and I get into arguments with folks, like I don't never think niggas know who, like I am personally. When we went down them goddamn steps, it was like coming down to the goddamn ring. Niggas is calling drip and math and cat. We all, first of all, this is one of the first times we all like been together. And so I ain't gonna lie to you, man. If I've never been to Wakanda, but that was the closest as I've ever been to wrestling Wakanda, coming down them steps at Legends.
It's like a barbecue feeling.
That's an amazing name for an event.
Yeah, it's
Wrestling Wakanda.
It's like a barbecue type of feel. Like I remember we did Jobber Slam 1, and you were there, fam. And I remember we were doing the thing, and I was like, this is the most niggerish ass shit that we are at. I'm having the time of my life. Yes. We are doing the electric slide. Motherfuckers have Henny, Crown Royal in the corner. Like
it was the same bottle. It looked just like that.
It's that, and like even if we're like, if you can call me like help with Rock Nation, whatever it was, but the whole thing is that. That's my whole thing. Like if this shit ends tomorrow, we did it.
Yeah.
We did it. We did what we needed to do. Obviously, you always want to level up. Like, catch me February 8th on Amazon Live, talking about wrestling on their sports show. But I just want to let y'all know, put that out there.
Cheap man,
for y'all niggas. But
it's not cheap. Everything we do is expensive. Keep going though.
Yeah, but it's we did it because our people is getting a voice, and now you're seeing more and more people do podcasts. It's a lot easier to do podcasts.
Yeah.
Now, let's just keep it a buck. It's a lot more. It's cheaper. It's a lot easier to do one, and a lot of people at least way to, have.
More importantly, there is a blueprint set off by a select few group of folks that have done it and will pass on the game. So
exactly. Like, and people have asked us how we did it, and I'd be like, yo, this is what you got to do. This is what you got to do. And when they get it, I'm like, oh. And there was a group of people who we had issues with, and they followed the exact blueprint that we did.
Ain't that something?
And I'm still, I'll check this shit because I'm happy as fuck for them.
Something else.
But it's just like, that's probably my biggest achievement, is that fact that my brother's eating, my best friend is eating in the game, and like seeing other people that look like us flourish, even if it were not a direct connect to us, is just seeing that. Like, nigga, I researched niggas. I researched Black Rasslin before they knew who the fuck I was. I researched niggas. I researched Kanisha for 6 months before I slid into her DMs.
And you still did it? Crazy.
For 6 months?
Yeah.
What did you find out in this 6 months?
No, because I was obsessed with how she looked. I was obsessed with how she looked.
I mean, I am cute.
So
I'm
I used
cute.
to follow her, and then a lot. And I used to like her stuff, and I would randomly DM her. I remember her grandmother died. I DM her, was like, "Yo, I hope your grandmother's okay." I'm like, "All right, cool."
Oh, she's not dead.
This is like, damn, I hope everything's all right. I was thinking I was working. Nico was cooking.
But what's
All
so
right, so
crazy?
what was-
you didn't have to
what
do.
was-
You didn't have to do too much.
What was the bar? What was the all right?
It wasn't because I got no game. So it was like, hi, I'm Wilkins. I like your face.
No, he 100%. He said, "I love your features." That's not a joke. He definitely said that in my DMs. But I don't know. I don't know. It was one of them things where the energy was so. Oh my God, we're talking to you, fam. We know the story already. It was one of those things where the energy was so magnetic to where it was like, you know how you have like a ball of fire that burns too bright too fast
Yeah.
and it burns out. But did it burn out, or did we just need to give each other our time?
So we'll find out the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
No, we're not going to find out anything. But I do want to say publicly, I say it all the time. I'm very proud of you.
I
Everything
appreciate
that you
proud of
do.
you, what you've done and what you continue to do for the community, and how much people love you and how much you deserve the love. I think when you were at Comic-Con, I was like, oh man, look at her. I think a little panel there.
Please. But no, relax. But no, I'm very proud of you. Shut up. No, but I'm very proud of you. Everything that you've done, everything that you're going to do, everything that you're doing. You know, I have no problem supporting you
And
any and every chance I get. It's beautiful to watch.
Same here. Where's fam?
Why do you get so nervous? He gets so nervous. No, he gets so nervous like I'm about to just pull a titty out in the middle of the screen or something. I'm just being nice.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course. Well, since we know that Sir Wilkins is one of the most busy people in the universe, we do want to go ahead and move to this part of our show where we like to call it our 5 count. Well, we ask you 5 oddball questions just so people can get to know you a little bit better. Okay.
All right. No problem.
All right. First question on 5 count. If you could listen to one artist for the rest of your life, who would it be?
You already know the answer. The Weeknd.
Yeah, I know. He loves The Weeknd.
Huh.
Explain it, please.
Oh, because he's depressed.
Trauma bonding through music. Okay, fair enough.
I hate The Weeknd.
Yeah, we know.
I can't anything out of what was it? Trilogy? After Trilogy, I couldn't do nothing with him. I don't get it.
He is a genius that if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't.
I don't do enough cocaine.
Like so you go off of Trilogy is the original, right? So that's the mixtapes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's him. I put it in wrestling terms. That's him. That's him in the indies, right? That's him. You know, just trying to make a name for himself. You know, in these empty gyms, in these backyards, out there, pushing his brand. That's Trilogy. That's The Weeknd in the independent scene, right? So then you get Kissland. That's him coming from the indies, and now he's signed, but he's still wrestling like an independent wrestler. And you know, so we'll keep it with NXT. He's in NXT.
He loves wrestling.
And you know, they telling him like, "Yo, what you doing? Why you keep jumping off the top rope? Tell a story." He's like, "Nah, I just want to do this." So the fans that we who love them in the indies kind of still sticking with him with Kissland. That's the album. And he goes, "Nah, I'm gonna do it." And then his next album right now. This is the bang. This one wins the IC championship right now.
Oh my god!
This when he moves up to the main roster. Shit is hitting. This one is the banger right now. Then the next one is Starboy. Starboy is he out of here. He out of here. He's WWE champion. He's
This
doing
is
it.
Roman Reigns.
Then he's missing the indies though. He's crying inside, deep inside.
Like Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. You get it, fam. You get it. Because he's at a point where he's like, yo, I made it. But what sacrifices did I make to get here? And what were those sacrifices needed? That's what the whole Starboy is about, though. It's about those problems he's having. Like, he's a star, but does he love being a star?
He is so into the evolution of the weekend. It is mind-boggling.
And then we
Wilkins
are
different.
heartless.
That's why I like him.
Heartless.
Right?
He's lost. He's lost at this point.
Is he lost?
That's when he's
Remember
kinda
he was walking through it. He was like,
yeah.
he was at the Super Bowl. He was like, where am I going?
Yeah. That's when he's like Drew McIntyre was like, yo, you up top, but you kind of lost in that up top shuffle.
You know that the weekend had a haunted house in Disney or Universal?
Yeah, of course.
Did you go?
My man's right there, boy.
He
Like,
loves weekend.
The Rock. Those are my mans.
Next question, fam.
All right, so number 2 is, nigga, why you was naked on? No, that was not my question. You was naked online a couple weeks ago. I didn't.
Yeah, no, bring that up. That's number 2.
Why would you do such a thing? Why would you?
Definitely was not naked. I had socks on. But I was like, yo, this is a picture. I was like, oh shit, my abs look great. So I took a picture.
Boy, we sing your ding-a-ling.
Oh, he did it. But anyways.
Continue, fam.
What movie villain was right?
Oh, there's a bunch of them that was right. The Joker.
Which Joker?
Both of them. The Joker, the movie, the Joker movie, and Joker with in the Batman trilogy with Christian Bale.
Okay.
Because we're all sick people that just at the end of the day don't give a fuck about each other.
I love people.
I can't relate to that, Wilkins. Are you okay? Is that a part of the therapy?
I love people.
I ain't gonna say that, but it's some people I love.
Yes, it's the truth. But anyways, next question.
You said Joker. I said what I said.
God damn. Okay. My bad. What conspiracy theory do you believe is real, Wilkins?
Oh, there's a bunch. We can first start with jellyfish and octopuses are aliens.
Okay. Next.
Wait, keep going.
I do. Aliens came down here and helped helped put black people here.
Niggas is aliens.
Yes. There's no reason we are so ill in so many ways. We can't be from this earth. We gotta be from another planet.
Oh, we was fine in Africa. We come over here and that high fructose corn syrup and Hennessy, then got 2 niggas.
Yeah, but that's bad. Other ones I believe in, they're not really conspiracy theories because we all know it's true. The FBI did kill Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
I do believe the mafia killed JFK.
I agree.
Conspiracy theory. I 100% believe the mafia killed that man.
I agree.
Because supposedly he owed them favors.
Don't tell too much. Hold on.
And then he didn't complete those favors, and then they killed him.
Don't tell too much here on this platform. We don't want them to come looking for it. I didn't say that. That was
I'd love to get rid of a couple of Moulignans.
Gabagool. It gets me every time.
Good thing ain't
Gabagool.
Number one, I believe jellyfishes and octopuses are aliens.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You got the next one.
This is an impossible question. Nothing embarrasses this nigga.
At all.
What's the most embarrassed you've ever been in public there, Wilkins? All right, let me switch it up then. All right, the nigga came out. Listen, the nigga had the singlet on. He tried to get me dap. He was like, yo, I was like, you know what I mean? Nah, you can't. Nah, no, we're not doing that. But no. What borough are you from, Wilkins?
Queens.
You are from Queens. I need you to give me the top 5 Queens legends, present, company excluding.
There's the Beastie Boys.
Okay.
The God himself, LL Cool J.
I thought the guy was Rakim.
LL's the God from Queens.
Okay.
That's 2, right? 50 cents. 50 cents. Sir Wilkins.
Oh my God.
I said president included. I did say present company excluded.
Who else is on there? Is Russell from Queens?
I would assume if Run is from Queens, Russell's from Queens.
Yeah. Russell Simmons. Yeah, that's my 5. I remember him being from, but I wasn't 100% sure. Yeah, that's my 5.
So we're gonna keep Wilkins on the list. Okay, fair enough. We get it. And the last question on the 5 count: if you could get away with anything without getting caught, what would it be?
Anything without getting caught? Mm-hmm. Rob a bank for $5 billion?
My man.
Mm-hmm.
And disappear.
All right.
You move to the country?
Yeah, I would buy an island.
Somewhere. Oh, you buy an island near Haiti?
Nah, just somewhere.
Staten Island.
That's not a real place. Sometimes.
Hey, nigga. Hey, listen. I rode the goddamn devilish BQE to get to Staten Island. It's real.
You ever took the ferry?
Yeah, back when, like, on a field trip when I was a kid. But nah,
You from New York?
No, I'm from Severn.
He's from Baltimore.
I am not from Baltimore. I am from Severn.
Staten Island on a trip.
Field trip. We took trips out of state.
Oh, that's that out of New York type of schools.
Like this, listen, that is like when I was a kid, like the big 6th grade field trip when I was in elementary school. So when I was in elementary school, the 6th grade was the highest you went. And
damn.
They used to
same with me too.
You old as shit.
So we went to but yeah, no, the big field trip for elementary school was the 6th grade trip to New York, and that was the first time we did, you know what I mean, you do the touristy blah 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 stuff, and then one of the things was you got in a ferry or whatever.
Damn. Our big trip was DC.
That was one of our trips too.
That was it. Well, I ain't never been on no ferry, but it was more than a pleasure having you here with us today. Let the people know where they can find you, what's going to be up with you by the time this airs, and anything else you want to drop on the people before we let you go.
First things first, the weekend's amazing. So his discography, for people who don't know, is the trilogy, Kissland, Beauty Behind the Madness, Starboy, After Hours, and Dawn FM.
You're really putting this nigga over.
This is a complete trilogy of him going through the wrestling cycle. For people who didn't hear me the first time, trilogy, Indies, Kissland, NXT, Beauty Behind the Madness, his IC title run. Starboy was when he had his WWE Championship run. After Hours, he's lost in the shuffle. Vince said, "I don't fuck with you anymore, my nigga."
Where am
That's
I?
the way you're doing. Him trying to find himself and to figure things out. And Dawn FM is him being on the top, back on top. He's an old head. But anyways, to find me personally, SIR_Wilkins on all platforms. You can also find me on a weekly episode of a show called the Jobber Tears Podcast with my co-host, Janelle from the HR and Mr. Black.
Shout out to the homies.
Shout out to them. And you can find us on all forms of social media, Jobber Tears, JOBBER, Tears, TEARS. Yes. So that's about it. Pretty simple. find me anywhere. You can even Google my name, you'll find me.
Oh, that's the flex. Google me.
Google me, baby. Not Deion Taylor.
Google. Yes.
Damn. Anything you got coming up you want to let people know about, or any last words for Sir Wilkins?
February 8th, I will be live on Amazon Live as a wrestling correspondent. Talk about wrestling in general on their sports show. So I'll have more information coming out about that. So doing stuff like that. Also, we have viewing parties for every pro wrestling pay-per-view. So I don't know when this is coming out. So in February, Elimination Chamber, March, AEW's pay-per-view, and then every pay-per-view moving forward from there. So that's what else you can think of. Also, Jobber Slam 3 in this summer. So make sure hopefully you two can come to this one, because lovely Kanisha missed the last two, which is fucked up. Thank you.
Thank you. It was amazing. Hey, listen, they gotta let me call a match at Jobber Slam one year. That being said, yeah. Let me call a match. It'd be live. That being said, I am IlFam790, your social media choice, aka the Arn Anderson of podcasting, aka Captain Broadbano, Blue Diamond Phillips, Sticky the Dragon Steamboat, Pod Sham Pod, God's favorite podcast, the Potty Pipe. I'm here to podcast, Chew Bubblegum, and I'm all out of Dentine. Nice to see you and love Daddy at WFAM, where family always matters, and that's the double truth, Ruth, and my tag team partner.
As always, it's your girl, Lovely Low. It's the Black Blue Hop with the big blue hair. And make sure that you do go over to foryourwear.com. Get that. Get the shirt. Get the hoodie. Support us. And you can find us on all social media platforms at Something Else Pod without the G, because we are all the G you need. Bye.
Hey, yo, Wilkins, boy, you was sick, nigga. Look, I gotta respect it, brother.
Close it out.
Oh, shit. Say it again. Say something else. Oh, say something else. Say something else, nigga.